Roman Reigns pumping himself up, trying to take control of this triple threat match. Critical moment here.
And CM Punk down in the middle of the ring. This dream WrestleMania main event may be about to turn into a nightmare.
And Roman Reigns is about to turn CM Punk's lights out at the showcase of the Immortals. The guillotine is cinched in.
Will Punk tap out? Is Punk going to tap out? Remember, the ropes will not force a break here. But what a counter by Punk into the jackknife cover. And Reigns has to kick out.
A much-needed way out of jail just in time, and the transition now.
Anaconda Vice cinched in. Reigns is in trouble. Punk squeezing with everything in his being.
And Rollins now saving the matchup for himself as he looks to turn Punk on his belly and going for a sharpshooter here.
And now locked in, a tap out here for CM Punk. Ends the entire thing. Surely now. Seth Rollins closing in on victory, but denied by Roman Reigns.
And now Reigns to Rollins into the guillotine.
Rollins now in jeopardy. Can the visionary fight his way out? Look at the power from Seth. Northern Lights suplex.
A cover, and a kick out.
Transition once again from Roman Reigns back into that choke, but a stomp from CM Punk breaks it up. Wait up, Cole.
Got a sling by Punk to GTS for the victory. Hook to the leg. Isn't it up, and a kick out at 2.
How on earth did Rollins find the will to survive?
And Heyman, wow, look at him.
The wise man distraught on the outside of the ring, understandably so.
Saw his man so close to victory there, but denied by a late kick out.
And now CM Punk, the only man standing. 12 years after his last WrestleMania match, Punk is hanging strong with the two men that have remained at the top of our industry. And Punk
now looking to up the ante, and he locks in the Anaconda Vice.
Kneeing his way out. And he's free.
What a counter.
And he finds a way to elude that attack.
There's the sling blade. Kick from behind. Ouch. He's going up.
First up top.
Off the mark.
From the outside.
Springboard swanton bomb. Oh, the physicality on display there. Unbelievable. Placed against the turnbuckles.
Dueling reversals. Reigns is trying to pick his opponent apart physically and mentally.
Heading back into the ring now.
Oftentimes, being ringside is just as dangerous as being in the...
Oh, my God, that hurt. Rollins goes into the cover. This could do it. Breaks the close count.
Are we sure the shoulder was up? That was so close.
Rollins is searching under the apron.
And of course, kendo sticks are always under the ring in the event of any rogue ninja attacks.
Reigns' position at the head of the table being challenged there.
Quick and effective delivery there by Punk.
Neckbreaker.
Right about now, Roman Reigns demands acknowledgement.
And he heads back into the ring. Snapmare.
Boot to the face. Man, that is going to leave some serious weight. Ducks out of harm's way.
Seth Rollins didn't get what he wanted there, taking some stiff offense.
He is looking to do some serious harm.
Spinning kick to the gut. Turns it around.
Punk sidesteps out of there.
Jumping neckbreaker. Ouch. And that could end up putting CM Punk on shaky legs for a bit.
From above.
Oh, my God.
Oh, Mongolian chop.
Bam! Well-placed calf kick.
Punk scaling the turnbuckles.
Up high.
Knew what Roman had coming. Spin kick to the midsection.
Oof, that's going to echo in your ear for a bit.
Reigns now losing ground.
Punk is proving hard to deal with.
Back suplex, no! Driven down. Rollins making perfectly clear who the visionary is in this match.
He quickly slides into the ring. Look at it.
Capitalizing with a quick O'Connor roll.
And he stops the count. And Rollins couldn't get out of harm's way there.
Well, no one is immune from the chaos in a triple threat match. Eventually, it always catches up to you.
Calf kick finds the mark.
And he's able to avoid that offense.
Not so fast. Hurricanrana making the climb to the top rope.
Punk about to take flight.
Flying elbow drop.
Perhaps looking for some kind of equalizer here.
He has a kendo stick in hand, and this place just turned into South Swanson Street.
Strong counter from Punk.
Kick to the gut by Rollins. Opponent defenseless.
Henry! He's perched in the corner. Seth stalking it.
Did Rollins get enough of it?
Stop. It's not over yet. Cuts the attack off.
Rollins drops his opponent.
Stop!
Roman in big-time jeopardy.
Shoulders down. And a kick out.
The hand on the table almost went to the back of the line on that one. Roman better get it together.
Seth Rollins in deep thought, hoping to conjure one last move to win from the top. He goes back into the ring here.
This whole match has been all gas and no brakes.
Full throttle from the start. This has to be nearing the end. And he retaliates. Big clothesline.
Wow, springboard attack.
That was a stiff shot with a kendo stick.
And just Roman. Roman might have him. And now he's headed out of the ring. Went for the kendo stick, and the rats will quickly follow.
Then down for the count.
He kicks out at 2.
Almost inhuman at this point.
On a well-placed calf kick there. Punk is fit.
And Punk looking to gain control with a kick to the midsection, but Rollins still in this match.
Well, Rollins looking to break up this apparent GTS attempt and does so, but right back into the line of fire himself.
Bang!
GTS connects.
Spear by Reigns.
Stop by Rollins. All 3 men down. Critical moment in this match.
Oh my, what absolute chaos and bedlam inside the ring. If one man can get a cover here, it may be over.
Paul Heyman, of course, out here with this loose alliance with Punk, his quote-unquote friend. Of course, he has the history with Reigns, and now he gives the tear to Punk.
Heyman showing his true colors tonight.
What favor called in by CM Punk about to pay dividends here. No disqualifications in this kind of match.
And Punk stalking Reigns and a low blow by Heyman. What the hell?
You made me go. You made me go. Made my tribal chief.
Roman Reigns' life was passing before his eyes, and now Heyman going to offer the chair to the tribal chief.
Bow down at the feet of the tribal chief. You have to think this was the plan all along to take out CM Punk.
And now Reigns, chair in hand. Boom!
Yeah, That didn't end up being the WrestleMania main event that I had dreamed about for years. How do you people agree to this? How do you even come up with this? Who in their right minds thinks, hey, let's drag someone to their worst moments to relive them? What kind of masochistic grease to it? Why would anyone want that? I saw what you did to John Cena a few years ago, making him relive loss after loss after loss, and then having him face the camera and say that those moments made him better for it. No, I always figured that if a CM Punk showcase was ever pitched, I'd politely tell them to take a hike. But then I saw what was done for Paul Heyman last year, what was done for the whole Bloodline dynasty. Suddenly, it wasn't just reliving history, it was rewriting it. Instead of trying to take something positive from those losses, Heyman did what he always does and spins it into a victory by literally rewriting history. Well, if he can do it, I can do it better. Using what 2K calls slingshot technology, we can take any what-if dream you've ever had and make it a reality. Dream matches, ripple effects, righting wrongs, and changing history. That's what CM Punk has always been about. My first couple of years with WWE were a whirlwind. I was ECW champion, a team with DX at the Survivor Series, and I finally made it to WrestleMania. I won Money in the Bank at WrestleMania 24, which led to what I consider, what most consider, to be the best cash-in of all time.
CM Punk has done it! Mr. Money in the Bank has become Mr. World Champion!
This upset a lot of people, including my old friend JBL. JBL didn't like a thing about me, how I looked, how I talked, how I wrestled, music choice. Everything about me bothered him. And he saw SummerSlam as his opportunity to declare to the world that CM Punk does not belong. JBL thrives when he can strong-arm somebody, a true tyrant who takes great pleasure in badgering anyone who sees beneath him. I had no illusions that this was going to be an easy fight. My only plan was to hit him as hard as I could and beat the respect into him at SummerSlam. Now go put JBL in his place. Avoid the clothesline if you can. And let's make sure JBL feels like he's been sent to hell.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Michael Cole coming to you alongside Corey Graves and Wade Barrett, live from SummerSlam. CM Punk, who captured his first World Heavyweight Championship just 7 weeks ago, is set for his biggest title defense yet.
Cole, why are you focusing so much on Punk when we are in the midst of the wrestling god? And our next World Heavyweight Champion, John Bradshaw Layfield. JBL has the look of a champion, the entrance of a champion, and he may be minutes away from becoming a champion.
JBL telling Punk last week that fairy tales aren't real, that midnight will strike here tonight at SummerSlam.
Talk about Cinderella. JBL's been calling Punk Cindy lately.
JBL, the longest reigning champion in SmackDown history, hopes to add the world title to his collection tonight. He's had great success over the years here at SummerSlam. Here's the man who won the title at the end of June when he cashed in Money in the Bank in a surprise on Monday Night Raw. CM Punk, the underdog who has had uphill battles ever since winning the World Heavyweight Championship, has held on to that championship, and he's worn it proudly. CM Punk fans have been saying CM Punk is not a so-called transition, and that's what Punk hopes to prove tonight.
JBL has called Punk a transitional champion, and worse. This is another top test for Punk here at SummerSlam.
Introducing the challenger from New York City, weighing in at 290 pounds, John Bradshaw Layfield, JBL. And his opponent from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 222 pounds, the World Heavyweight Champion, CM Punk.
That's what it's all about, folks. The World Heavyweight Championship. A prize worth fighting for.
CM Punk is a champion who lives by his own rules. In the lead-up to this match tonight, Punk has refused to give in to JBL's intimidation tactics.
Well, in the words of CM Punk, sometimes it's what you don't do that makes you who you are. But I think Punk's defiance has only angered JBL even further.
And that could be a grave mistake. A fired-up and furious JBL is not something you want to deal with. Mess with the bull, and you get the horns.
Talking about these men, they couldn't be any more different. For JBL, it's all about running business, Wall Street, having a championship in one hand and a beer in the other. Very much the opposite of CM Punk, Corey.
It's country versus alternative music.
Shoulders down, championship at stake. And he kicks out.
I didn't think that was nearly enough to put him away. Ooh, stiff shot.
Oh my goodness, dribbling the opponent's head like a basketball.
And JBL looking to show Punk that he's not on his level.
One thing Punk certainly doesn't have here is the experience advantage. JBL had the longest championship reign in SmackDown history. You don't achieve that by accident.
Look out!
Suicide dive! Whatever it takes to win.
Putting it all on the line and coming up big.
Living dangerously to get the upper hand. Up the rope he goes.
Flying. Got the knees up just in time.
CM Punk, the surprise champion who cashed In the Money in the Bank contract back in June, shocking the entire sports entertainment world. And many are still shocked that he's champion today.
None more shocked than JBL, but tonight is the opportunity to put all the doubters to rest.
Every time Punk defends that title, he has to prove himself again and again. The championship's around his waist because he earned it.
Crippling attack on the knee.
And I think we all know he only has one thing in mind here.
Setting up for something here. Can't prepare your face for that.
Attacking with full force.
The champ is pinned. We might have a new champion here. And the referee stops the count before 2.
It'll take more than that to hold him down.
Cover.
We're going to shut this down.
Kick out at 1 for the challenger.
There's plenty of fight left in him.
JBL has gone so far as to call Punk a transitional champion, a fluke even. Bradshaw called this championship run by Punk pathetic. That is a direct quote, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, say what you want about Punk's run. He's knocked off some of the best, including Bradshaw once and Batista on a couple of times. Blast off!
Nobody home on that one.
Ooh, a heinous rake to the back.
Understanding that winning the title is all that matters. Do anything to get the advantage. Boom!
Going up to the top now. Here we go. Crushing impact on the splash. The champion clearly doing whatever it takes to retain their title here.
Oh! JBL really...
Here we go. Wow! Cross body. And the champ might have just frustrated Bradshaw even more there. Ziggling boot.
Punk looking to impose his will on his opponent. And a double underhook backbreaker.
Bradshaw struggling to defend himself. Highly competitive match. Punk defending the championship. JBL whipped into the corner. There's the vintage running knee by Punk.
And what a shocking victory this could be for the young up-and-comer CM Punk, but denied by JBL.
Bradshaw just too powerful for Punk, and now the wrestling god teeing off.
Yeah, JBL doing what he does best. Manhandling his opponent. And JBL not too comfortable on the ropes, but going up there anyway.
Gotta do something here to put CM Punk away, and that may well do it, but it looks like JBL injured himself in the process.
Both men down, the official counting away here. First man to his feet could gain the advantage in the matchup. JBL looks like he's gonna just crawl to the cover. Shoulders are down. Punk kicks out.
And a late kick out there from CM Punk. Just enough gas left in the tank, and you can see the cogs whirring behind the eyes of JBL.
JBL looking to end it all here with a clothesline from hell.
Punk dodges out in time. Back and forth we go. Ooh. Neither competitor shows any signs of letting up or slowing down here. Boom.
Each exchange just sapping the energy from these two.
Clearly now being fueled by a righteous fury, and this bloodthirsty crowd is loving it.
Fist after fist, neither one relenting here. Oh my, that'll rock you.
CM Punk hoists his opponent down with a GTS. And that is exactly how a champion stays a champion.
He's done it. CM Punk retains.
Here is your winner, and still the World Heavyweight Champion, CM
ladies and gentlemen, you just have to get used to this. Once again, CM Punk has silenced the critics and proven himself as a champion.
This was a must-win title defense for Punk, and like you said, now everyone knows the champ is no easy target.
There aren't many people in this industry that I respect more than Rey Mysterio. And while I think the world of Rey Mysterio, it doesn't mean we always see eye to eye. And yes, we've often gotten into fights over our disagreements, but every single encounter with Rey is special. We've had so many great moments, but when it came to this showcase, I went with one that may surprise you. A match where we were on good terms with each other, where we just went out there with the simplest of goals: win the match, earn a title shot. Armageddon 2008. The finals of the #1 contender for the Intercontinental title tournament. Having a chance at WWE gold dangling in front of you is always one hell of a carrot. And we went out there and had a blast trying to outdo the other.
Look at this!
Rey and I have done things to each other over the years that don't exactly scream respect. But at the end of the day, I love Rey. I love our history. And I love this encounter. So let's jump back to that special night in December of 2008 at Armageddon.